Thank you so much for connecting to our weekly collective calls. My name is Ivan and Malika is here to host today's meeting. So we got three amazing projects today to pitch here. So let me introduce them real quick with no haste. So first of all, we got Jonas representing a project called PAiT.fi. Then Tristan, co-founder at Inferium. And last but not least, we got Philip. He's a founder of a project called Funnel Builder. So guys, just to quick rundown how we usually hold such calls. So a speaker has 5 minutes for the pitch part, maybe 5 or 6, we will allow maybe a minute or so. And then we got a Q&A section that lasts about 10 minutes, maybe more or less. But anyways, I think we will be pretty flexible with that one. So we will add a timer to keep track of time. And if you have any questions, to all of you viewing, just feel free to leave it in the chat or raise your hand. That will be way more convenient. So yeah, be sure to check your camera settings, screen sharing settings when you're sharing the screen. Thank you so much for connecting. It's nice to see you here starting this busy week. So yeah, let's start with who. So yeah, Jonas, are you up to be the first one?
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
Okay, so please go ahead. Whenever you're ready, passing the mic to you. Thank you so much for coming.
I'm Jonas, co-founder of PAiT.fi. PAiT, it's application for safe one-click investment into DeFi products. We will provide lending, staking, copy trading on chain, TCA strategy, obviously swap and investment into PAiT token, and it will be automated. So the main idea of our application is to get people outside the crypto very easy, seamless with user-friendly interface. They don't need to learn about what is gas fees. We need to learn only USDC, and we will help to onboard them. So this is the main mission. So we think what things should be easy, and I will go through the pitch deck. The total market is starting from 5.5 trillion. So on the right side, we can see like approximately over 600 million crypto wallets who holds crypto, and on the left side we have like over 2 billion banked people globally who uses internet and e-commerce, and definitely we have over 4 billion unbanked people who are very welcome as well to our application. And addressable market, and it's like 37 billion from overall market. So I can imagine investors know much more about the DeFi market and potential. And we have on the right side, we have the free users who are degens, who understands what is crypto, how does it work, how to do investments, what is lending. And so many people are outside the crypto, which is a shame, honestly, right? So what we are focusing on simple usage and ordinary language and open and secure, and actually we must to guide people who are joining our application. And the problem is obvious problem everyone knows in the Web3 space, but it's too complicated for people or for our mothers, friends who are not really related to crypto, and specifically those who are outside financial markets at all, right? And we are trying to build the design which is our MVP actually design. We are trying to achieve a clear and intuitive design, and definitely all technology behind the scene, so to make easier use for our users. And we're gonna have we are implementing AI on 2 sections. So one is like agent who is helping to answer questions and to navigate the space and application, and the other part we are implementing in our decisions and data collection from on-chain and on the back end, actually, how to do the best solution for auto investment. So auto investor, this is what our focus most. Definitely more advanced people and more curious people can navigate there and do their own decisions through manual navigation. And MVP, as I said already on our website, it's possible to open and get the test USDC and explore the application. We already received over 500 feedbacks on our application. We know what to work on, so it's pretty cool. And our main competition is, as we can see, actually Revolut, Robinhood, eToro. This is the main competitors. We have Nubank in Brazil, which is bigger than Revolut. But how do we see these competitors? We are looking for how many users they adopted and how their application are, user-friendly and easy to use, right? But on the other hand, our advantage on PAiT, we are decentralized, cross-chain. We are building on Solana, but it will be cross-chain to expanding number of blockchains. We are proposing auto investor and copy trading on chain, and definitely user will keep their capital under their control in the embedded wallets from Fireblocks. So our roadmap. So we are planning to launch our product on mainnet in the Q3. We are preparing now to go to market, list our tokens, and the main focus to gather approximately 100,000 users during this year. So, and all moving parts like marketing and all go-to-market strategy, it's actually under execution at the moment. So team are great. We have like 9 full-time people and our advisors who are advising from very great companies. And so we are raising private round 1.6 million. It's open 1.4 million. With 50% off discount, and I will share this pitch deck with everyone after this call. So thank you for attention.
Yeah, totally, man. Thank you so much for the pitch. Just don't forget to check the chat, guys, because we always post all the contact details of our speakers. So yeah, be sure to check it out, and also leave your questions right now because it's Q&A time. And we already received the first question, so let me read that real quick. So it goes like this. Your app focuses on security and automation. How do you strike the balance between user-friendliness and keeping things secure in such a complex space?
So this is the time I can answer questions, right?
Right, I just read it.
Yeah, okay. So keeping the things secure in such a complex space. So, it's like we are working with Haken, and we will deploy definitely more audit companies. So first of all, our application will be penetrated, smart contracts where it comes to smart contracts audits as well. And it will be a constant work, not only single before the launch, etc. And where it comes to security, so starting from wallet tracking the wallets, transactions, tracking the transactions. So we will secure as large companies who are doing like bankings, etc. So, and we are working with the top leaders in the market, like Fireblocks, as I mentioned, Haken, the main audit company, and Elliptic, who is tracking wallets and each transaction. And definitely it will be KYC as well. So it's complex, but it's doable. So
okay, gotcha. Next goes like this. With your upcoming listings on Polynex and OKX, what do you think will be the key driver for your token's value once it's out there?
So the key value, we have like utility, our tokens utility, where it will be for access, different discounts on the application, access to partnership campaigns and to monthly reward pool, and these utilities will be one part of for the users of application. When it comes to token trading aspect, so it will be we will make a lot where it comes to token activities like trading competitions, and we have like a little bit different approach to token listings and go-to-market strategy. And I can point out, we will not raise any funds from Launchpads. Our actually private round, we don't have any release on TG. It's lock 3 months and 18 months. So we are taking tokens as a really serious financial concept, and the growing community will and user base will get the tokens buying and holding, and definitely it will be staking rewards as well for keeping the tokens. So
yeah, thank you for taking care of this question. We got another one. GM Film Lithuanian, what's the FDV EU target?
If you're talking about private round, it's 16 millions, and on the listing it will be 42 millions. But listing it will be separate discussion. So it's like very specific go-to-market strategy.
Okay, gotcha. Guys, we still got some time for more questions, maybe 2 or 3. So please go ahead. Meanwhile, Jonas, could you please continue with the partnership and advisory part, because we still got some time. So please, can you explain what do they add to the project? What's their value? What the value they're bringing? So yeah.
So when it comes to advisors, so a little bit more than 1 year ago, actually one year and almost 20 days ago, me and my co-founder friend Justinas, we just only came across our friends' advisors, and they just only propose us to build instead Forex something similar to build on chain, because it's much more transparent and it's like much more possibilities and much more fair game, right? So from very beginning, from day one, advisors they played a very very key role here, because what we needed to do daily basis to learn and educate ourselves about the space. One thing when you're trading, which I spend like more than 10,000 hours in trading. One thing is when you're looking on charts, and different when you're building and you understand what's market makers, etc. So advisors, they playing the key role with connections and advising and go-to-market strategy. And where it comes to partnerships, we have actually quite a big list of partnerships where it comes to let me open the so we have like from audit companies, as I mentioned already, wallet and transaction elliptic. Then we have KYC Verif. We have market maker, definitely, who is advising us since last summer, for instance. We have treasury management squads, Top Ledger, who is data provider on Solana, Nansen, data provider, and Streamflow Finance. It's like our escrow for token investors and for airdrops. Maple Finance, Camino Finance, this is for lending partners. Solaire, this is a partner for staking stables. And we have the number of centralized exchanges who will be listed the token on, like Lonex, Mercado Bitcoin, local in Brazil, MEXC, and OKX at this point.
Okay, thanks. And last question, we're pretty much limited in time, so let's read that. So it goes like this: need details on tokenomics, especially for fundraising for VCs, angels, and KOLs. Thank you for the question, Jonas.
Need details on tokenomics, especially for fundraising for VCs, angels. Yeah, but I don't understand actually the question. The details are just me. Let's go. So details are we are raising private round. Our focus angel investors, definitely not VC, because VCs are pretty aggressive. So far we discussed it a lot, right? And we are offering 3-month cliff, zero on TG, 18-month vesting, and the supply is 10 millions, and out of 1.6 million we already raised a little bit over 200,000, and minimum ticket 25K. So if this, I understood the question correct.
Yeah, hopefully that answered the question. So Jonas, thank you so much for your time. It was a great pitch. Guys, if you're interested, you can find all the contact details in the chat as well. But we are moving on. So let me introduce our second project.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks. The second is going to be a project called Inferium. And Tristan, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, totally.
All right, nice. Let me share my screen first. Yep. Not sure if you guys can see it.
Yep. Yeah. Now you can see.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, our deck is built for a longer pitch, but it's okay. So I'll just touch on some of the main points. Yep. So thank you once again, guys, for having us here. My name is Tristan. So I'm the CEO for Inferium AI. We're actually the first AI infrastructure hub for verifiable AI inference and agents and analytics, right? So as AI becomes more integrated into our everyday life, as AI becomes more integrated into decentralized systems, biggest challenge that a lot of people are facing is how to verify these AI models, these AI agents, how to scale the usage of these AI models, these AI agents, and how do we actually ensure trust and quality of all of these AI models. So that's what Inferium is aiming to solve. And at the same time, apart from the kind of biased models or unreliable outputs that we see from various kind of AI models, we also see a lot of zero transparency, especially in a lot of regulated or high stakes environment, and also there's a lot of fragmentation in deploying and monetizing of AI models. A lot of small developers, small creators of AI models, or even users and testers of AI models are not rewarded. So we actually provide a lot of token incentives, a lot of different kind of rewards to developers, to users as well. Developers who lack the tools to run, validate, or tokenize their work, we allow access to them. Users that cannot find the right model for their specific needs or find the best AI agent, we also have our platform catered to them. And as AI becomes more agentic in nature, there's actually still no unified place to actually run, verify, and scale models and agents in a very decentralized way. So that is what we aim to solve. And very quickly into the solution wise, we do already have our MVP already out. You guys can test it out. Here are some of the screenshots of the MVP itself. So at its core, we actually have an AI model store and an aggregator. You can see when you actually log in, you can log in with your Web2 login or Web3 login. And after you log in, you can see all of the AI models here. We cover all of the different AI models from simple large language models all the way down to very, very specialized models, right? Be it models that are already trained in the medical field, in the educational field, or healthcare field, or even down towards Web3 stuff like DeFi, trading models, financial models. We have all of those models catered to you as well, and we are uploading every week about 2 to 3 models a day, right? And every single model on our platform is strictly tested using our own scoring benchmarks. So you can see, right, in this screenshot here at the bottom left, you can see a yellow number here, right? This is the score that we give to every single model depending on how well it performs, right? It ranges from 0 to 99. So the higher the score, the better the model performs in terms of our scoring benchmarks, right? And you can see here, once you click into every single model, you can immediately see the model details, the inference score that we test it on, as well as you can immediately test the model out in the inference API front end here. That means you can run your own inputs, run your own data, and get the output in just a few seconds, right? And our magic search, you can see here, it's basically like what Perplexity does. You basically input a problem statement. For example, you want to find an AI model that allows you to trade stocks at an 85% win rate. You will write that statement into our magic search, and then in just a few seconds, we can provide to you the best 2 to 3 AI models after all our testing, and then as well as stating the pros and cons for every single model. You can then compare the 3 different models together, right? So this is something that's very unique to us. You can run comparison on all 3 AI models together. We provide you all the testing scores that you need for all of these 3 AI models, and then you can then deploy them together, right? In this example here in the bottom right, you can see that we are actually curating a text from an image, and you can see the 3 different outputs from the 3 different models, and then you can then vote for which model you think is the best, the second best, and the third best model in terms of performance, and be rewarded for all of your voting and testing, right? And then the second thing that I want to focus on is Agent Studio, because as an analytics layer or inference layer, we not only benchmark the performance of AI models, but we are also benchmarking the performance of all AI agents as well. That means we're evaluating the AI agents on the performance like accuracy, latency, as well as the efficiency of the AI agent itself, whether how well is it consuming GPU resources, memory costs, and all the way down to competitiveness of the agent, innovation of the agent and the user feedback of the agent. So we really want to be this analytics hub for both agents and AI models itself, right? And so just to quickly hop into let me skip it through. So the GTM wise, so these numbers are a little bit outdated. You can see our updated numbers on the analytics page that we have. We have about 300k plus of total users right now, about 8,000 plus DAU. We actually peak at about 55k plus of DAU, I think past 2 months when we first launched MVP. We have about 150k total inference requests processed in total, with a daily inference request of 4,500k. That means every single day there's 4,500 people, or not 4,500 requests of the model. That means people are using our model to produce an output, and that is considered as one request. And we have about 4,500 of such requests a day. And our MOM is pretty good at 60%, with a 40% of D30 retention, and all of this you can verify on our backend. We are also revenue generating. We already secured a few B2B clients right now. And regarding the funding and stuff, you can see some of the supporters or VCs that have already invested in us, along with the angels, as well as kind of various kind of partners that we already aligned with. We are basically partnered with most of the major Web3 AI protocols in the space, including Fetch AI, GPU providers like Aether, IONET, Rivals data providers, who Igor is also invested in us, the Rivals founder. We are also partnered with a lot of various kind of AI storage, data layers, and you can see the whole list here. And then the team-wise, you can see our kind of various stats.
Please finish up.
Yes, I will end it. Yes, of course. Yeah. So just to close off, you can see the roadmap. But just to close off, our vision is to actually make AI inference and agent infrastructure verifiable, decentralized, and scalable, because in 2025 we actually envision, as AI regulation intensify, there will be a need for more transparency, auditability, and compliance for AI regulation. And it all comes about with our proof of inference framework that we hope to achieve. And we also eventually want to empower both developers and users for their creation, for their time, and for everything that they do on our platform. So hope it makes sense, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Tristan, for your pitch. Everyone, if you want to connect with Tristan after the call, here in the chat you can find his contacts. And questions. Feel free, guys, to put your questions here in the chat or raise your hand.
So we do have the tokenomics details as well if you guys need. It's all over here. Basically, we have about 100k left in seed. We have raised about a total of 800 to 900k so far. And we are also removing the private round, which means a lower FTV and a lower IMC for everyone.
Thanks. Okay, we've got some questions here. Do you separate different types of agents?
So eventually, for the model part, right now we are focused on building the model library first. If you go into our MVP right now, you can actually sort the models by their own industry. That means you can sort the models based on the healthcare industry, the trading industry, education industry, and everything. So we have a lot of filters for our models right now. And eventually, once the agent analytic platform is ready, you can also sort the agents based on their performance, or based on the cost, or based on the competitiveness of the agent, or based on the reviews and ratings of the agents as well, similar to how we sort the model. Thank you for your question.
Next one. With so many AI platforms out there, what's the secret sauce that makes Inferium stand out in terms of both transparency and optimization of solutions?
I understand that question. Thank you. Thank you, Polly. I believe regarding competition-wise, we don't have a significant Web3 competitor out there that's doing a fully fledged inference place right now. Closest competitor will be Hugging Face, of course. But along with Hugging Face, we do have a lot of different pointers, because for us, we are integrating blockchain technology in, meaning firstly, all the inference will be proved on-chain, and being more transparent, the way that we test these models, the data that we use to test, everything will be locked on-chain for verifiability. So that's something that's different from a centralized place like Hugging Face. And the second thing is we of course have a lot of token incentives that we actually can provide to developers, to users, to reward all these smaller creators, right, for the effort, for the AI models, for testing and everything. So right now, that's what we are different from Hugging Face. In fact, there's a lot more different layers that we actually add on to our platform, which you can actually deep dive in our white paper and in our pitch deck itself.
Thanks. Next one, please tell us more about your revenue model. Very interesting.
Yeah, Ken. So I didn't touch on that previously, but it's all also on the white paper. On this slide, I'm not sure if it's still showing, but on this slide, you can basically see the overarching nature of the business model. Basically, we have a lot of token buying pressure. Firstly, it's from advertisement from AI products and AI agents. And the second thing is our user studio package. So we offer a different tiered pricing system for developers. For businesses, we have a very competitive pricing for all of this. We accept both tokens and Stripe payments, MasterCard, stables, anything goes. And with just $5 per month, user or developer can get significant upgrade in terms of their hardware, their storage, and their inference speed, timing, and everything. So with just $5 a month, you get a lot more priority features, private data sources, private infrastructure from our side to help you with all your development needs or to help you with all your model testing needs. And alongside, we do have a few other buy-in pressure, which includes pay per inference. This is more for the developer side. And also B2B side, we have a very, very detailed B2B payment structure as well.
Okay, another one. What about scaling the scope within the next 5-10 years?
Yeah, so eventually we want to be this entire library of models and agents, and we want to be well known as this analytics layer for both AI models and AI agents, where people will just come onto our platform, search for the best model, search for the best AI agent, and take it and leave. So we want to be just that middle hub where they can come in. You can think of us as a library, right? So you can come in, find the best book, be it your whatever genre or whatever author. You can find it in a few seconds. You can take it, you can borrow the book, and you can leave. So that is what we aim to achieve. We eventually want to have a lot of AI models on our platform. Currently, we only have about 42 or 43 models, but we are adding 2 to 3 every week. And eventually, we will be this hub for all of the AI models that you know of, all the large language models, all the specialized models as well. And same for the agent side as well. Thank you for your question, Manija.
Thank you so much, Tristan. Okay, another one similar to Wikipedia for AI models or different?
Yes, correct. You can think of us like a directory or GitHub for AI model analytics. Yeah, I would say that's pretty accurate. So you can basically go in, but what's different is that we are not just a web page of words similar to Wikipedia, but you can actually go into imagine a Wikipedia page that you can go in and you can play with the models directly on the Wikipedia page itself. So that is what we offer. It's not just a wall of text, but the model itself, you can actually go in and play with it. You can download the model, you can put it onto your own agent or onto your own app, everything on our platform all at once. Thank you, Philip.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. That's awesome. Yeah. Philip, if you want to connect with Tristan here, you can find his contact details in the chat, and everyone. Do we have more questions to Tristan?
I think that was a pretty prolific session so far, Malika. Thank you so much, guys, for all of your questions. Tristan, you were great. So, but we hate to let you go, but we got to move on, and let me introduce the third project. The project is called Funnel Builder, and Philip is here to tell us more about it. So, Philip, thank you so much for coming. I'm passing the mic to you.
Thanks. I've really enjoyed these sessions. By the way, I've been following these for like the last few years.
Yeah, I think we can remember you. Yeah, certainly. Thank you so much for still sticking with us.
It's been pretty awesome. So I have a company already that's been around since about 2019 called CryPub Solutions. It's been in several countries so far, and the idea for this specifically is to come in and build something new with the existing knowledge from that company and others that I've run as well. So Funnel Builder is kind of like software as a service, but the idea is to sell success as a service. So like you're actually going to get sales, not just the initial AI, and then if things don't work out, they don't work out kind of thing. So I've been doing sales for a long time. So this would help with client discovery, network building, pre-sale support, building a sales funnel. So what makes this different is CryPub already has a network of 400 plus IT and tech teams to collaborate with on any project. All of them are already interested in this kind of tool and reach out to me constantly asking for help finding clients. So that's already a pretty big client network for this. Like I said, been around since 2019. This would be a new company built with this support from the old company. I'm the founder. I've been CEO of an NFT game for 3 years, where I already had investors in the project, had a board of directors that I had to work with for everything, and got 2 products to market during that time. So not just visions, but actually getting these things done. It's part of a longer term vision of not just this company and this project, but having a hub of different projects that work together, that support each other and help find more clients for each other as well, and then support companies in different ways. So my experience is a bit crazy. I've done just about everything in IT, from being a full stack developer, a tester, tech support, CTO, business development officer, and then I've worked in a whole bunch of different fields. I've raised ducks. Like, it's just so I can translate the technical aspect and the business aspect of completely different groups and teams and help them come to a common understanding. For example, recently I had a client who ships boats across North America, and most people don't understand how to, move trucks. I've driven trucks, so talking with these guys about delivery and miles per gallon and the cost of that, and all these different things in their algorithm. And then talking with the technical team is extremely easy for me because I understand both as a professional who's been in their shoes. So I can do that for a lot of things. And my idea here is to train AI to go out, find clients in fields that are probably underserved right now, and bring them in and put them in contact with the right team. I've been doing software brokering for the last 5 years. So there's that. And my sales technique is being extremely honest. So if they come in, they say, we want to use this technology, and that technology is no longer supported by any developers, I will tell them right away rather than make the sale. Like, if you want to build your project with Perl, you're going to have a harder time finding developers than if you build it with, say, React.js on the front end and Node.js on the back end, that sort of thing. In the sales specifically, if I annualize the most simple experience where I can quantify everything, the human assistants went out and spent 75% of their time looking for leads, and about 25% of their time reaching out to them, and 5% of the people they reached out to actually ended up on a call. 75% of those calls actually happened, so 25% of the time they didn't even show up. And then once the call does happen, the closing rate has been 33% in my experience, which is quite high, but that's because if you have people promising the moon, and then you have somebody who comes in and says, this is probably not going to work, you end up with a different relationship where you're helping them rather than trying to squeeze them for as much cash as possible, and you make more sales that way. So training the human assistants to do it that way helped a lot. So annualized over a year, the income from that was about 1.4 million with a 20% profit margin. If I translate that from human assistants, and this was 2 assistants full-time, 40 hours a week, to an AI assistant, it's 168 hours a week. There's no downtime, no maintenance. That's crazy, right? So the idea right now is I'm building it and I'm going to test it with my own company. Once that happens, we can go to full market test first with some of our clients at CryPub, because I already have clients asking for this. And then, like I said, target customers right now are technology teams that have a harder time reaching out to people and getting to them. There, time done.
Yeah, totally. Thank you so much, Philip, for being on time. Sorry, Marika, for interrupting you.
I try to make it as short as possible.
Yeah, that works definitely. So we can always talk more in the Q&A section, which is happening right now. So guys, expecting your questions in the chat. Feel free to ask anything.
One thing as well is not just one AI agent, multiple, and using other technologies that are already out there. Again, I know the founder of, for example, what's the biggest challenge you anticipate in rapidly scaling this product, especially once the prototype is complete and you begin testing it with clients? So the scaling part. Sorry, I'm reading the questions.
Yeah, because usually we read that, but yeah, off you go.
The scaling aspect, the hardest part is networking to more and more companies. But I have maybe 50 people adding me on LinkedIn right now asking for this kind of service. So it's right now I don't have to actively look for these clients, but I can offer them this as a way to make sales for them without me being involved every step of the way, which means I can free up my time and hire salespeople or create AI closers that can do the work for them. So that I can scale that part really quickly. Finding more clients on the tech side isn't difficult. If that makes sense.
Yeah, totally. Thank you so much for taking care of the first question. Yeah, we got another one. So let me read that. You mentioned the AI assistants can help build their own sales funnel. Can you share more about how the system would achieve that automation and what kind of results you're hoping to see?
That's a very good question. So right now, currently, I'm actually building an AI builder that makes other AI assistants. And I've noticed it's really easy to send them out to search online and find information. It takes a little bit of tweaking to make sure they actually find correct information and training and that sort of thing. But the results I'm hoping to see is finding companies that either have bad websites, need website help, may need apps, like medical companies, going through specialists, types of businesses, especially the ones that people don't necessarily look at, like trucking companies. They have all kinds of systems that they need to have in order to track their truckers, where they are, how they're doing, and extra expenses and all kinds of things. There are a lot of different things we can do for their sales that could be specific as well. So I don't know if that answered your question.
Yeah, I think it did. So thank you so much. And yeah, one more.
So with your plan to offer the first.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So with your plan to offer the first 1,000 clients a special deal, what kind of feedback or data are you hoping to gather from those early adopters to refine the product? So I'm hoping to see how many potential clients for different clients, like how many potential clients for different teams, like specialties it does, and then improving how it's trained on a specific use case. For example, if you have, like I said, your client is an IT team that does only blockchain and nothing else, you don't necessarily want to put them in contact with clients that are looking for only AI or a traditional website, because then you're wasting their time. So that would be the main focus of helping specialize that agent for that use case, for that client.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you so much for taking care of this question as well. Guys, if you're interested, you can find all the contact details, Philip's contact details in the chat. So just scroll up and find TG and email. We always leave that. And yeah, we got some time for the last question. So guys, feel free to ask anything. Absolutely. Okay, so I've got a question. So I really just about, Philip, about your team. So are you building that on your own, or?
So right now I'm building this on my own because I can. It's not that it's not really that difficult, which means that theoretically anybody could do this, right? But because the market experience I have on the sales side plus the technical expertise, that's a bit of more of an unusual situation. And I can always bring in to scale building more AI models or even AI agents, whichever is necessary in the future. I can always bring in one of the tech teams that I know. So that's not difficult at all.
What about the expansion? So are you looking to recruit talented people, talented employees in your team? Or
not immediately. I'm going to wait to see how well this works out first. And I'm also not immediately looking for investors or anyone specifically, just networking with anyone who's interested in the project, and whatever they might be interested in, we can discuss. It's very early at the moment because I haven't tested it with my company yet. Once I've tested it with my company, that's a different story. I can plan out, I can get numbers and say, with this much put in, we can get this much output, right? So, and this is what we can expect for sure. So then it makes more sense to hire people and reach out to investors.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you so much, Philip, for your pitch. It was great hearing you out, and people say, yeah, great pitch. I totally agree. And yeah, let's wrap this up. Guys, thank you so much for participating. If you want to be our next guest and pitch right here during the next week or so, you can find we've posted the link, or form to be exact, form for participation. So feel free to fill it in. Also, there's a feedback form, so please go ahead and leave your thoughts regarding our project. So yeah, see you in 2 days. Thank you so much, Malika, for conducting this call. And yeah, cheers.